Hello friends, this is Shravan Kumar Manthri. Welcome to our channel CSE GURUS. So if you consider for arrays, I want to deal these things like basic operations. What is traversing, insertion, deletion, reversing, update, search and sorting. Then I want to go for these sort of the programs which are related to arrays. So one by one we have to see all those things. Before entering into arrays, we'll see first what is an array. Of course, we know that this is a basic, like it's a collection of homogeneous data items. That means, let us consider a situation where you want to store the subject marks, a particular subject marks. So if it is a single subject and it's for only one student, I'll create one variable s1. If it is for two students, I'll create one more variable, that is s1 for first student, s2 for second student. One more student, if I want like this, I can take. Let us suppose if there are 10 students, I might take S1, S2, S3 up to S10. What if there are 100 students? For the same subject marks, I want to store for 100 students. How to take? Is it possible to create S100 like 100 number of variables? Is it flexible? So definitely creating 100 variables is a complex thing. So that's why what we need to do is, I want to create a one variable and where I'll take the size as 100 here. So this is we call it as an array, where it is a collection of 100 elements. This S is a variable which is a type of array where it can store 100 values which are of same type. So like let us suppose if I write int s of 100, I can give s of 0, s of 1, s of 2, s of 3 till s of 99. Anyway, index starts from 0. That's why 0 to 99, totally 100 elements I can store. If there are 200 students, simply I'll keep here s of 200 here. Like this I'll do. So this is a flexible one. I am taking only one variable which is a type array. In that I am storing all the values of a particular subject. That means 100 student values of a particular subject in each index. So like this I can store, and also it is sequential, that's why. So I can traverse them easily and I can retrieve whichever I want easily. Whatever the operations I want to do, I can do easily here. So this is what the basic thing like array. So it's a collection of homogeneous data items. Why homogeneous? Means if I take it as int, all 100 elements values should be integers. If I take char s of 100, all alphabet must be, all symbols must be characters. So if I take float like this, float s of 100, so all 100 values must be floating point numbers. So like this we will have for arrays, and C provides two types of arrays. One is fixed length array and the other one is variable length. So here it's a fixed s of 100. I can store maximum of 100. I cannot store more than 100 values here. So if I want to store more than 100, I have to change the length of this. That is, this is we called as fixed length or fixed size. So variable length array, that means it might change according to the input. So that is we called as dynamic memory part. So anyway, we'll go for this problems which are related to arrays and how you can initialize. So you can write a variable of with the size. Here you have taken 5. No, this is size. So 5 elements you can enter here. And this is the one option. Of course, this is we called as basic initialization, where you are giving your input internally, that means inside the program. So here also this is another type where you are not providing the size, but here you are providing the values. No, how many values are there? 5 values, that's why. So totally 5 values you can store here. So here you have written numbers of, here also you have written. So how it will store means the array, that is numbers of 0. So anyway, index starts from 0, that's why 0 is 3. Next numbers of 1 is 7. Like this it will store. So numbers of 3 is 24, 4 is 45. So you can provide the size here, you may not provide the size like this. So what about this one? 5 I have given 5 elements, but here I have given only 2 elements. What about the remaining 3? By default they are zeros. And what about this one? If I give the size is 1000 and I have given 0 in the initial, only in the 0 in the braces, that means all the 1000 values are initialized as zeros like this. So this is initialization of to all zeros. That means bulk number of initialization with 0. If you want, you can provide like this. So this is what. And remember, if I give instead of 0, if I give 1, means what happens? Only the index 0 will have the value 1, other remaining all are zeros, similar to this one. So this is what the initializations when you consider for arrays. Now this is also one simple program you can observe. How you can, what is the output of this one? You can observe array of 0 I have given, array of 1 I have not given, array of 2. So simply I'll take this one. How it will store in memory? Array of 0, that is 5, array of 2, that is -10. Now you can see array of 3 by 2. What is 3 by 2? Generally we say it is a 1.5, but it is 3 and 2 are integers, that's why you can take only the quotient part, that is 1. So array of 1, what is array of 1? 2. Now array of 3 equals to array of 0. You can assign like this. What is array of 0? 5. 5 will be assigned here. So like this you can assign the values and you can print here. So you'll get the output, that is 5, 2, -10 and 5. So like this it will print as output. Now we'll see the questions. The first one, what is the traversing? The printing all the array elements one by one. Traversing in the sense whatever the elements you have given input, that has to be printed. So we'll see that one, how to print that. So let us suppose if I give these elements are as input, I have to print those elements only. You can see that traversing, printing all the array elements one by one. So how to start? Anyway, I'll start here. First I require an array, that is a of, I have taken the size maximum of 100. You can increase this, but in general I have taken 100, maximum of 100 values I can consider. I require one variable I require n is for size, I is for traversing each element. So first of all, what I need to give size of the array. This is the maximum size here, but how many elements you want to take? Anyway, memory is allocated for 100 elements, but I don't want to use 100. I want to use only 6 elements, let us suppose. Now your n value, the size has to be given 6. So here n value it will take as 6. Then what are those elements I need to enter? So that is enter the elements. So how to enter? That means the first value, you can see here, scanf %d ampersand of a of I. What is I value? 0. So a of 0. So a of 0, you are entering first element. Let us suppose 30 if you enter. So 30 will be stored in a of 0. So then it will ask for the second element. Let us suppose if you enter 20, 20 will be stored in the a of 1. Why? Because you can see I++. So like this till n. That means I starts from 0, I till less than n, it's not equals to. That means 0 to, if n value is 6, up to 5 it will take. So 0 to 5 means totally 5 values. Remember here it is not equals to, here only less than. So you can see here totally 6 elements means 0 to 5 only it is considering. So now you have taken all those elements. That means when you execute, it will ask for enter the size. You are entering the size, how many elements you want, and what are those elements, you enter those elements. Now you want to print each element. What is your logic for printing? So the given elements are simply the same, taking the same thing. Here I starts from 0, where you are printing each element, a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, everything. So one by one you are printing simply. This is the part where you are giving size. This is the part scanning each element, and this is the part where you want to print whatever the elements that are given. So this is about how to traverse each element one by one in an array. Let us suppose if you want only one element, let us suppose if you want to get only a of 4, simply you print printf %ld a of 4, you can get the answer. So if you want only individual element, you can print separately. If you want to print all the elements, you have to put a for loop here. So that's it. So this is simply the printing the array elements one by one. So the basic program.